Podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast. This is Naz.
Lauren.
And it's just us tonight, so hopefully you guys can tell our voices apart. Yep. I sound like I just smoked a pack of cigarettes, so
it's kind of hot.
Shouldn't be that hard. So basically, Lauren and I were like, what should the podcast be about since Ashley's not here? And thanks to Lauren, I know you don't think it was because of you, we started this horror story series. And I thought it would be cool if we did one every month. And a lot of you guys are actually hitting us up to do a dating horror stories, which I think is obviously fucking genius because there's so many bad dates out there. But I'm going to start with updating you guys on a little bit.
On a real life date Naz went on.
On a real life date I went on. So get excited because I am out and about again.
And it went well.
Anyways, I'm 29 and thriving, and I'm going to get back out there. So hopefully that would turn into a lot of content for the podcast because I'm starting to date again.
Yes.
Anyway, so my first date back out there was with a musician who was in town for LA. So Lauren, I don't think it's going to really go anywhere because he travels a lot and he doesn't live here. But for me, I was like, this will just be a fun way to like kind of get back out there. And I thought he was like cute, basically. Yes. Even though now I have a crush on him, which sucks. But I haven't told Lauren about the date. I decided to tell her about it like right here on the podcast.
Here we go.
So basically, he invited me to go see James Bay, who was in concert.
Sexy as hell.
Fucking fun.
And I saw it on the billboard thing outside the venue. I was like, should I actually go to this concert?
Lauren, he's hot as fuck.
So talented.
He's so talented.
It's a great concert to go to on a date too, if you're not trying to have sex with James Bay, because it's like sexy music, sing along, chill.
Yeah, it's just like his voice is like unreal live. It's like better than go. Just let it be.
Just like that. It sounds just like that.
Oh my God, how embarrassing to James Bay. Anyway, so we go, we'll listen to some James Bay, we leave, we go back to his hotel because it was like walking distance actually, and we like had some tea at the bar.
Oh, really?
I know, I'm such a loser. And so we like caught up on life or whatever. I'm not going to go through all that. I'm not going to bore you guys because we have a lot of bad dates to get to.
Was there
and
giggling and touching?
Well, I told you he was like really shy actually, which I'm not used to, which I thought was very endearing. Like when he opened up and got vulnerable, he actually looked the other way and didn't look me in the eye.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
And you're like piercing through his soul, through his eyes.
And I told Lauren a little bit about the date, but basically he was like, I get a lot of anxiety, like, and I never know like what to say. And like to me, I was like, it was so refreshing to be on a date with a guy that isn't like a toxic masculine that like talked about his feelings and was like willing to go there for me. Like I'm like so like that. Yeah. Anyways,
musicians. Have you ever dated a musician?
No, yeah. I prefer not to date musicians or athletes, but I also will not say no to potentially falling in love with anyone. Okay. Anyways, so we end up talking about this movie, and he's like, I really want to see it, and it's a movie that I've seen. And so he was like, oh well, like let's go rent it. So I go up to his hotel room. We go up, we rent the movie. We're like laying in his bed, kind of like cuddling. And then after the movie's over, he goes in for a kiss, which I really liked. Cause like, I don't know, when you hang out with a guy and they turn the movie on and they go to kiss you. And I was like, okay, this is nice. Yeah. Like this is a very, very nice date. Yeah. I just had tea. So anyways, he goes in for the kiss and I'm like, oh, well, this is going to determine whether or not it's a good or bad night. And the kiss was like really good. So then we start fooling around, and this is like, or I'm just going to be open and honest. Like it sounds elementary, but all we did was he fingered me and I gave him a hand job, which is hilarious because I haven't given a guy a hand job in so long. Reason I was really happy.
Did he come?
Did I?
Did he?
Yes. So we're going to get to that in a second. So basically, I didn't want to have sex with him because obviously first night I met him. And I also didn't want to give him head because I'm like, I feel like he travels a lot. I'm not sure if he like meets girls in like different cities. Yeah. So I was like, this is actually perfect for me as far as a first date. And I'm feeling this guy, or I'm attracted to him at least. So I'm like giving him a hand job, and he finishes himself off. So I lay down so he can like go on my stomach, right? So he goes on my stomach.
I'm dying.
Lauren, he goes on my stomach and he closes his eyes and kind of like looks up to the sky and he starts singing.
Oh my God.
And it was the fucking, I didn't know. It was so weird that I wanted to bust out laughing, but I didn't because I was like, this is kind of a sacred. I don't know what he's saying, but he was like, And I don't know if it was like one of his songs, but I was like, this is some R. Kelly shit right here. Like, what the fuck? And I literally was like, I don't know like how to feel. I don't know if this is the sexiest thing ever or the fucking lamest, weirdest thing I've ever experienced. I wish I would have called him out, but I didn't. You just internalized. I was like flabbergasted. I was like, what? Just happened.
So I wonder if he sings every time.
Oh my God, Lauren, I thought you'd get such a kick out of that. I was like, what in the actual fuck?
I can't even imagine it, really.
Has ever happened to you? You date musicians all the time. I feel like you're a dating musician expert.
Let me think.
Isn't that so weird?
Like, was it like, no?
Oh,
no.
No, he wasn't like going up an interval.
While he was coming?
Yeah, while he was coming, it was almost like he was like harmonizing to himself.
I mean, that's very interesting. That's a very interesting fact.
Don't you think that's so weird?
I think it's weird.
But like,
but it's nicer than, you know?
Well, like, no one likes a guy with a fucking bad O face.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Isn't that, like, what would you have done?
I would have laughed. I would have blatantly laughed.
I literally was like holding in a fucking laugh so hard because he was taking himself seriously.
Good thing you didn't, because then he would have been like, you just ruined that. My orgasm.
Oh my God, but what the fuck? That's like, imagine orgasming and I bust into like a whole new world or something. Like my favorite song.
I'm going to do that the next time I got him. Have sex.
Like what in the actual... All right, anyway.
Wait. I have a question first. Sorry, I know we have callers, but you really come from getting fingered?
So... It was like a lot of...
clitoral stimulation.
Yes, clitoral stimulation at first. And then it was fingering... And yeah, I got really wet. I don't know. Is this? I'm sorry.
No,
this is TMI,
I feel like this is good for everyone to know. I've never from just fingering ever.
I think
just fingered.
No, it was a lot of stimulation first, and then which you would in that case, I think. But a lot of stimulation.
Maybe if I was a little bit drunk and just like really letting it go.
Right.
All right. Well, good date, not horror story.
Not a horror story, but like a little weird. Anyway, so we have a lot of horror stories to get to. That was just a little update for you guys on my life.
Very good.
Lauren, do you have any updates you'd like to share with the DGs?
Not really, other than if you want
Lauren's
your hair
in school and
if you
she's
want your hair
it,
done
guys.
by me, I'm on the honor roll. You can trust me.
She is. How was your quiz?
Come to Tony and I have them every week. I get hundreds, baby. Hundreds, baby.
You're not cheating, right, Lauren?
No. Just on the workbook.
Lauren!
Just fucking around.
I'm proud of you.
Around. Anyways, if you want me to do your hair, just come to Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy on Fairfax.
I love it. All right, we got to take a quick break to talk about literally, possibly, probably, definitely the best thing to happen to me in the last 10 years.
Me too.
And that is
Postmates.
Say it together.
Postmates.
If you've been living under a rock and you don't know what Postmates is, it's a personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever you can think of delivery service all year round. And guys, other than your absolute best friends, who's going to bring you red wine at 4, sushi at 9, and a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m. in your bed? And that's Postmates.
That's what's Postmates. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery. I watch that shit from the second they pick up my order all the way to my house because I'm so excited.
We really do. It's kind of like a spectator sport for us. We're like, all right, is it almost here? How many minutes left?
24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. You wake up in the middle of the night, you're hungry, you can have something delicious. You don't have to like go get a bowl of cereal. Gross.
The greatest part about it is no more trips to the store, no more human interaction.
You can literally send them to Sephora, guys. You could literally send them to Sephora. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app right now and use the code DON'T-GET-IT.
That is Don't Get It for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. This is literally the most incredible deal we've ever had. Mm-hmm. Get anything you need, anytime you need it. Download the Postmates ad right now and save with our code Don't Get It. Okay, Lauren, should we do these? Let's just do these in no particular order.
Absolutely.
Because there is a way we can make it make sense. My OCD-ness and producer-ness is like, should we call this girl first? But I say we just fucking start calling people.
Let's start calling.
Okay, we're going to call...
anything.
I'm not going to say any names because I don't know if they want to be named. So we're going to call girl number 1, I guess. All right, guys, we got our first person on the line who's going to remain anonymous, and they're going to share their dating horror story with us.
Yay! Okay.
Yay!
So it all started with Tinder. I was a freshman in college, and I hadn't really been on a date before, so I thought maybe it was time to start going on dates. So I met this guy, and I didn't really think he was that cute, but he was pretty funny, so I was like, okay, why not?
I like funny guys. That look cute guys.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was like, it's fine. It's fine. So our first date was pretty uneventful. We just went to the park and we just talked. So then our second date was a couple days later. I mean, he was funny. He smelled good. So I was like, okay, like I'll go. We went to the beach and it was actually really cute. Like he would stop randomly and start like slow dancing with me. And like,
that is
like, oh, actually like really sweet.
Lauren.
So he was like, hey, like, do you want to go back to my house? We can watch some Netflix. And this was before I knew Netflix and chill was a thing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, like we're actually going to go back to his house and like watch a movie. And
you seriously just wrote your consent for him to whip out his penis in front of you.
Lauren! Sorry.
No,
consent
exactly
is sexy. That is not consent.
What happened? So we like went back to his house and his parents were home. So we were just in his room. And he was like, oh, what movie do you want to watch? And it was around the holidays. So I was like, okay, let's watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it was literally 10 minutes in and he just like jumped on me and we started making out. And then like literally in my head, I was like, so are we not going to watch the movie? Like I really wanted to watch the movie. And then he like basically whipped it out and he was like, oh, like, can you give me a blowjob?
Oh my God.
I've never given one before. Like thinking that would make him think like, oh, she's probably going to like bite it or like, So I thought maybe he was gonna be like, oh, never mind. But he was like, oh, I'll talk you through it. It's fine.
Oh, my goodness.
So I was like, okay. Like, we were at his house. So I was like, I didn't really feel like I had a choice. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I did it. And then, like, we were laying in his bed afterwards.
Wait, was that really your first time?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he
come in your mouth?
No.
Did he come at all?
Wasn't that great, but so we were laying in his bed after holding hands. And then he like lets out a loud sigh. And I was like, oh, what's wrong? And he was like, oh, nothing. I don't want to tell you.
Oh, God, I'm so scared.
But then he lets out another sigh. And I was like, okay, what's wrong? Just tell me if you're going to keep sighing all loud. And he was like, it just sucks because like you're so pretty and you're so funny and we get along so great. But I just can't be with a fat girl.
What?
And I just
In God's name?
froze. I was like, oh,
that is fucking crazy. For the record, everyone, I read this already somewhere. I was like looking at Lauren to listen to her reaction.
God.
I didn't know. He was literally holding my hand still. So I was laying there like, okay. And I could not process it. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to go.
Do you think he just said the douchiest thing possible to get you out after getting like a blowjob?
No. Okay. Because I went for the door. And then I had my hand on the doorknob and he like put his hand on the door and he's like, I'm sorry, you can't leave yet. Like my dad's still here. You have to wait till he leaves for work.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
So I had to stay there like in his room.
You poor thing.
For another like 4 hours until I heard his dad leave. And he literally just kept saying like, oh my gosh, this just sucks. Like we just get along so great and you're just so funny. It just really sucks that you're fat. Like he just kept going on and on.
What did you say? What a fucking dickwad.
I didn't say anything. I was just so in shock. Like I tell people and they're like, I would have slapped him. But I was like, I was so in shock. Like I was sitting there like, this is not happening. And literally the day after he texted me and he's like, I'm just so sad. And I
like, you're supposed to feel
like,
bad for him. Oh, I'm sorry. You're so hurt that I'm fat.
Like tie rocks to your feet and jump in the ocean. What the fuck?
I don't. And I literally was like, why are you sad? And he was like, I'm just so sad that like you're fat and like this isn't going to work out. I was like, okay, don't ever text me again. And I blocked his number. And then a couple weeks later, he added me on Snapchat and I didn't know who it was. So I like messaged him and I was like, who is this? And he sent me a selfie and he was like, oh, did you miss me? I was like, this guy is freaking crazy.
This guy's worse than Jeffrey Dahmer.
This like is definitely up there very high. Could easily be like number one. Someone that has no shame to say that to someone.
You gave your first blowjob to him?
Oh, Lord, don't remind her.
I'm sorry. You gave your first blowjob to him.
I know.
So
I
sorry.
literally did not go on another date for like 2 years. And like, I did
I'm
not
so
use Tinder anymore.
Well, you're like, beautiful. Fuck
that
him.
That was traumatic.
Damn, I wish we could track him down and get him on the podcast.
That was horrific.
I'd love to grill him and roast him. That's fucking
I'm sure he's
disgusting.
doing great now.
Oh my God. He's still living in his parents' house. I don't know how long ago.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, just send us the address. We'll TP and egg it. Thank you so much for calling in. God, what a fucking date, man.
Wow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lauren, isn't that fucking I was looking at you waiting for your reaction. Just so everyone knows, I know all the stories, so this will be like
Lauren reacts.
Yeah, I'm really this is a Lauren Reacts podcast.
Wow. I wish I could verbalize what I'm seeing in my head. The poor girl had to wait in there. I would be like, fuck you, I'm getting you in trouble by your dad.
She's so fucking nice.
Nice.
I would have literally got up, flipped the table like Teresa Giudice. I would have ran out, taken some fucking family frames on the way.
She was so nice to be concerned about him getting in trouble by his parents, you know? I would have been
imagine?
Like, your son just called me fat and he has a tiny dick, blah, blah, blah.
There has to be something wrong with him though, right? Like you think he had like some type of something? That's fucking nuts.
Maybe just raised wrong. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going to top that. It's so shitty.
And then to text her the next day.
You miss me?
And say, I miss you. I'm so sad it's not going to work out.
I'm just so sad. That's like me texting a guy saying, it's just so sad you're ugly and I can't date you.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe we should start doing that.
Okay.
Fuck with them.
I really like your personality.
I would literally rent a cow and leave it outside of his house. Like that's how fucking infuriated I'd be. I'd get real revengey. All right, let's call the next caller. All right, guys, we got Morgan on the line. She does not care to remain anonymous. In fact, she wants the man she went on a date with to hear this podcast episode.
Let's go. Michael, if you're out there, what's up?
Oh, damn. We're dropping names. All right, what did Michael
that's
do?
such a generic name.
Yeah, it is.
So let me just set the mood really quick. I'm super single, super broke, and I was like swiping through, you know.
I feel you, girl.
I don't even know what it's called. And I was like, I could use a free dinner. So this guy pops up. I like him. And he's like a CPA, got a house, 2 cars. And then I'm like in my early 20s and I was like, this is cool.
You're like, jackpot.
I was like, yes. And I was like, so I like Mexican food and margaritas. He's like, perfect. I know the spot. So we go and it's like great chemistry. We're talking.
I'm like laughing already.
Margaritas. No, it's just, anyway. So I was like, this guy can totally get it in. This is like perfect. I texted my mom, I think, halfway through. I was like, Mom, get ready.
Get ready. Mom, we're going wedding dress shopping Sunday.
And I just want to preface it that saving money is totally fine. Okay, anyway. So the bill comes, and I'm feeling loosey-goosey, and I'm just like, so what are we going to do after this? And so the bill comes,
oh my God.
And I shit you not.
I'm so scared.
He whips out like one of those like nerd boy calculators with like the the felt cover on it.
Oh my God.
And he's like whips it open, pulls out his fucking reading glasses and starts going over, hey, do you remember, was your meal the $10.99 or the $9? And I was like, are you, and at first I was like, oh, he's joking. This guy has humor too.
Yeah. Because he's a CPA. That's
I was like,
funny.
It's the $9.99 double stack nachos over there. That's mine. And he's like, okay, so yours is less than mine, so this coupon will work. And I was like,
he busted out a motherfucking
whips
coupon.
out a buy one, get one free dinner coupon. Okay? And I'm just like, I'm staring at it. My heart's racing. The tequila's coming back up. It was like traumatic. Then I can't, and then, so, okay, well, real quick, before the beginning of the meal, he asked if I want queso. And of course, what girl's going to pass up freaking queso?
Of course you need fucking queso. What is the point of being at a Mexican restaurant?
I was like, okay, right. And so I was like, I get a meal and the queso? Anyway, so then he whips out a coupon for free queso.
This is my mom on a date.
Free queso. My meal was free. My queso was free. I was just sitting there staring, and I was just like, I can't even.
Wait, did you have to pay for your nachos, or he just wanted to bring you there to use his coupon?
No, probably. But then listen, I guess it didn't go too bad. I did date him for a couple months.
Wait, really?
So I guess I felt bad, but our breakup was even worse. I feel so bad about it. I pray about it every night because it was so bad.
Really?
But,
I'm sorry.
No, I totally was a shithead to him, but it's totally
Did he
fine.
ask you did he give you like a 1099 form after you broke up?
Like, I bought you one rose.
He's like, I need your W-2. I'm going to write off all our dates.
Right. Can I write this off as a business lunch type of thing? It was terrible. And I was just like, my lady boner went totally to zero at the end.
Fuck
but
yeah, some birds flew over that restaurant and were like, cheap.
That reminds me when Ashley went on that date on Valentine's Day and the guy returned his popcorn because he found his coupon.
Nothing will dry the fucking desert up down there like a
cheap
calculator and a 2-for-1 coupon.
A tiny little nerd boy calculator.
Like, use your phone.
I know, like your phone is a calculator. What?
Wow, that's funny.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Morgan. Hopefully, Michael hears this and decides to splurge on a Coke next time with the next girl.
I hope so. But he's married now with kids, so he's good to go.
Oh, awesome.
He's probably one of those extreme couponers now.
Yeah, he's probably.
Probably.
Those kids probably have my upbringing, like never tasting real Fruit Loops in their life.
RC Cola only.
Yeah, RC Cola only. All right, thanks, Morgan.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Lauren, can you imagine? What would you do if you were on a date and someone busted out a calculator?
I would do what she did and assume they were joking. Like use your coupons, by all means use your coupons, but not on a first date.
Not on a first date.
Maybe a second date.
We are so for saving money, 100%.
Yes.
Lauren and I are poor as fuck.
Yes, absolutely need money, everyone.
But, so listen to this sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Insert ad. Please help me, God.
Anyways, yeah. No, I'd be a goner after that. I can't believe she dated him months after.
I mean,
That's I would. He must have been hot.
Yeah. The tequila must have been really good too. But I would probably give him another shot. I don't know.
I know.
I mean,
yeah, it's not like, I guess it's not a major deal breaker.
Good story.
That's fucking hilarious.
I've been eating vegetables, grilled chicken, rice, quinoa all week. And what I've realized is that you don't get all the nutrition that you need just from eating those, quote, healthy things. So I've been taking Ritual to supplement my diet.
And also, the reason why I take Ritual is because I want long, luscious hair and very long nails.
Yeah, so do I.
And again, yes, you can get some nutrients from fruits and vegetables, but you also need these vitamins to make that stuff happen, which is why I love Ritual. Ritual Essential for Women is a multivitamin reimagined. So from D3 to omega-3, Ritual's Essential for Women helps fill gaps in a woman's diet. Their no nausea capsule design is gentle on an empty stomach, and there's a mint tab in every bottle to keep things fresh. So you don't get that fishy aftertaste common with most omega-3s that we all absolutely hate.
All of Rituals is vegan-friendly, sugar-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, and allergen-free ingredients. And their sources are out there for the whole world to see. And your subscription is easy to start and it's easy to snooze. It's only $1 a day to have all the essential nutrients your body needs delivered every month. No strings attached.
Better health doesn't happen overnight. And right now, Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Fill in the gaps in your diet with Essential for Women. It's a small step that supports a healthy foundation for your entire body. All you guys have to do is visit ritual.com/getit to start your Ritual today. That's 10% off during your first 3 months at ritual.com/getit. All right, should we call the next person?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we got loyal listener Bria on the line. Bria, we love you. We've met Bria multiple times, but we did not know about this horrible date that you went on. So I'd love for you to share it with Lauren and the rest of the world because it's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. So 3 or 4 years ago, I was talking to this guy, and he asked me if I wanted to go to dinner the next night. And I said, sure. Did you have like anywhere in particular in mind? And he said, yeah, I was thinking we could go to Whole Foods. And I was like, okay.
Lauren's dying already. First of all, I wouldn't think that's weird. I like dates at Erewhon and Whole Foods because I'm like eating healthy. I feel like it's more casual. And the food there is really good.
Okay.
It's Lauren's worst nightmare.
I was like, okay, I'll meet you in aisle 9. But
That's
I didn't
cute.
actually say that.
That would have been
Yeah, so I show up, and first of all, he was like 30 to 40 minutes late. And then once he got there, we gave each other a hug to introduce each other. And he had the worst BO. Like, he smelled so bad.
He probably just like hiked or worked out or something.
Oh, wait, he shops at Whole Foods. He doesn't use deodorant. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Organic deodorant does not work.
Okay, continue.
So, I'm a really nice girl, so I'm not going to say anything and just, continue on with the date or whatever. So I asked him, I was like, so why did you want to come to Whole Foods? Is there like a specific sandwich or something you really like here? And he says, no, I've just been really busy lately and I really need to go grocery shopping. So I thought that I would kill two birds with one stone. Like, he literally said that. I need to go grocery shopping, so I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
That is so trifling.
So I'm like, great, I'm your Aaron. Like, I didn't actually say that, but so then we go over, like, there's a section you can order sandwiches. And then, so I was like, I can't decide between these two. Which one do you think I should get? And he's like, I'm sure you'll figure it out. We'll meet up later. I'm going to go, like, get some eggs.
Stop it.
I'm going to go get some eggs, Lori.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'm going to go get some eggs.
Yeah. And then, like, we literally just met, like, a minute ago. And now, like, he's like, okay, see you later. So I order my sandwich. And then I go and I called my mom, and I literally never do that when I'm on a date. I never do that, but, like, I'm really close with her. So I go to the bathroom, I call my mom, I'm like, Mom, this date's going really bad, and I don't want to be rude, like, I don't want to ditch him, but I really want to ditch him, and that's rude, and, like, I filled her in on everything, and she's like, Brianna, like, because that's my real name, and she's like, just be nice, and, like, eat half her sandwich, and, like, don't be rude, like, just, you know, go on with the date,
your
and
mom
then say
is
you
so
have
nice.
to be.
What an angel.
What I take after. She's like, just eat half her sandwich and then say you have to beat Summer. So I'm like, okay. So then I leave the bathroom and I go and I literally don't see him anywhere. I'm like, yes, this is so good. Like, he gets me, and, like, I don't have to, like, worry about, like, leaving him. This is, like, the best thing ever.
Wait, but Bria, real quick. So I'm just trying to picture this. So you're, like, meandering aisle by aisle looking for said date in Whole Foods.
Yes. I was, like, walking around the store, like,
that is annoying as fuck.
Because, like, he wasn't answering his phone. So
oh my God.
I was like, okay, great. Like, I could just go get my sandwich and go home and eat it and watch Friends. Like, and that'd be much better.
That sounds great.
This is why I don't leave the fucking house. Yeah. This is why we don't leave the house to meet up with predators.
Well, you did.
Well,
so then the guy that was making my sandwich said, oh, like, the guy you're with, like, took it and went to the cash register. I'm like, great. Now I have to continue the date.
Well, he's nice now.
I thought you paid for the sandwich. That guy took your sandwich.
No, like, he
I
went
know,
to go
that would have been something. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I went, like, met him at the cash register, and, like, he paid, which I was actually surprised. So then we sat down, and, like, conversation, it was just, like, really bad and awkward and uncomfortable. And, like, he was in his 30s, and he lived at home, and he wasn't going to school, and he didn't have a job, and he's like, I don't know what to do with my life. And, like, that's just, like, really unattractive. Because
maybe take a shower.
Yeah, that too.
I couldn't write a worse human down on paper.
Yeah, so I usually, like, never talk about my favorite band on a first date because I'm very passionate about Blue October, and I tend to get carried away, so I try not to, like,
Blue October.
talk about them. Yeah, and, like, people don't, like, don't know the band, so I was like, oh, like, I'm never gonna see them again, so I might as well just talk, like, for hours about Blue October.
I love this. This is so good.
But then turns out that he knew them, which that never happens. And he, not only that, he's been to a concert. So in my head, I'm like, ding, 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 like, points, like, so many points for that. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't, like, enough points to, like, want to see him again. And then I told him, like, I gotta go. And he's like, it's okay. Like, I have a bunch more shopping I need to do anyways.
That's like if I asked a guy, hey, do you want to go get a pedicure because I'm going to get my nails done, and you can, like, see if you like me.
Listen, that does not sound like a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Or, like, hey, come with me to get a spray tan. You can see my body. You can decide if you'd like to sleep with me.
My grandparents would get pedicures together. Actually, my grandpa used to love to get his nails done, and my grandparents would do that together.
That's so cute.
That is so sweet. I love that. Oh, well, Bria, thanks for calling in. I cannot, I mean, the Whole Foods guy, he really takes the cake. I got to go get eggs.
I might as well kill two birds. Like, how insulting.
So insulting.
Over 100 dates in the past 5 years.
Yeah, you're a dater.
Quick,
no, Bria's going to write a book, everyone, so stay tuned for that. I will definitely help you promote that one, because you submitted a lot of good ones, but that one was my favorite.
Oh, I know. I have so many. I could go on and on. But real quick, before I go, I just wanted to say real quick, I have made so many amazing friends on the I Don't Get It podcast Facebook group. And thank you for that, for helping me, meet all these people. And shout out to Courtney. She's amazing. And I love her.
Best.
She's the best friend.
Thank you, Bria.
Bria, we love you. Thanks for supporting us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Courtney, you're the shit. Thanks for holding it down in the Facebook group. And thanks for calling in.
And I'll see you next week.
Yes. Thank you.
See ya.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye. Lauren, why are you going to see her next week?
Oh, I'm going to do her hair. She's going to be a model for my...
Oh my God, I love it.
We're going to do a blue balayage.
What does that mean?
We're going to like make it blue. Blue
What's
towards
a
the
balayage?
end. It's kind of like when you paint on for like a natural sort of look, but there's going to be blue.
Is that what I did to the model for the E segment to recreate the Lady Gaga look with hair chalk?
No.
It's not with hair chalk?
No, she's going blue.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Is this your first time dyeing someone's hair a color? Like a crazy color?
I guess so.
Wow. I can't wait to see what it looks
so fun.
like.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Well, I feel bad for her. That was a very shitty day.
Can you
so
imagine?
many turns, twists and turns, thinking it was going to be worse than it was, but it was still terrible.
I gotta go get eggs. So good. There's nothing more horrific than waking up on the day that you're going on a date and seeing a massive pimple or some acne just, hanging out on your face on a place on a day that you don't really need it to. And so if this has happened to you in the past and you would like to prevent this from happening,
take some precautions, guys. You can use the BioClarity Essentials routine. It's for normal or dry skin. And if you have a lot of acne or acne prone skin, oily skin, you can use the clear skin routine. But I use the Essentials routine just to like keep up with everything, just a normal everyday.
Yeah. And you love it. What's like the best part of the Essentials routine for you, Lauren?
I think that I feel like my pores get a lot smaller when I use it.
That's so clutch.
It is clutch. And I just don't really have any like huge honkers anymore. And it comes with everything you need to nurture, hydrate, and restore your skin. It's a 3-step regimen that's packed full of detoxifying and calming nutrients, antioxidants, and a super special ingredient, Floralux from plants, and you can only find Floralux in BioClarity. It's 3 steps: cleanse, restore, hydrate.
And what my favorite part about it is that it's actually more than a cleanser. It nourishes and it soothes your skin. So for me, my favorite part is that my skin feels super smooth after. Mm-hmm. And it also helps with redness, hyperpigmentation, and it even evens out your skin tone and texture for a healthy glow. So it gets me all set up for when I want to like put my makeup on.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have glowy skin underneath that makeup or else the makeup does not look good. And right now our listeners will save 40% on skincare routines plus an additional 15% off on anything on their website. That's an incredible deal, but you need to enter our code GET IT at checkout. So go to bioclarity.com to get 40% off skincare routines plus an additional 15% off everything on their website when you use the code GET IT at checkout.
All right, let's call our next person.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got Hannah on the line, and Hannah's got a pretty crazy, well, not, I guess I'll let you guys decide.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. So last summer, I met this boy on an app, like a dating app called Mutual. It's basically Tinder. And so we like matched, and he was super cute. He had like the cutest curly blonde hair, and like he wrestles for Duke University. So he had, like
he sounds hot as
an
fuck.
amazing body.
Damn.
And so we texted for a couple days, and then we decided to meet up. And so I like got all tanned. I put on a fake tan. I laid out in the pool all day and got all ready and cute. I was just off my period, so I felt so good. I was like,
ready to go.
You're like, I'm a bronze fucking goddess. I'm going to get this man.
Exactly. And okay, so we like meet up. He picks me up at like 10. And we're like, okay, let's go stargazing. So we like drive up this mountain behind my house. And we're just like talking.
Wait, can you explain what stargazing is?
So in Utah, stargazing is basically fucking. So
Oh my God, I literally was thinking stargazing. Like watching stars.
Well, I think because you were formerly Mormon, or you are Mormon?
Well, like I am, but I'm what they call inactive because like I'm not active.
Yeah, my friend is the same. I'm very familiar with this. Okay, so keep going.
Okay, so we drive up the mountain and we just like are talking forever and listening to music. And he's like, "Hey, you want to get in the back? It's like way roomier back there." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
You're right. It's so comfortable.
Exactly.
That's why they made it bigger back there.
So we hop in the back and we're just like kissing, and I'm like on top of him, like straddling him, and
so we're just doing that for a while. And then I'm like, okay, well, I should probably get going. It's late and blah, blah, blah. So he takes me home and I like walk inside and I'm like feeling so excited and giddy. I'm like, oh my gosh, that went so good. And I like went to check my makeup in the mirror. Oh, God. And I look in the mirror and my pants are literally soaked in blood. Like the most blood I've ever seen. And
from what?
And okay, so I thought I was on my period, but I guess apparently I was not.
You popped the cherry?
No, she was
on her period, Lauren. She thought her period was over.
Wow, that was an explosive last amount of period blood.
And I just thought I was like super horny. I was like, wow, I'm so
yes, that happens to me.
But it was blood. And the shorts I was wearing were like really thin, light, like stretchy,
like Sophie's shorts, basically,
but not denim. Like what?
Sophie's? I don't know.
Oh, maybe not everyone knows what Sophie's are.
But
I don't know.
Okay, continue.
But they're just like a really thin, like material, and so it's everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? And so I text him, and I'm like, God. I'm so sorry, like. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what happened, even though I did know. And,
You're so cute.
And he's like, he texts me back and he's like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm not normally like that. I don't usually do that on the first date. And I was like,
He didn't check his dick yet.
Yeah. I was like,
sorry, this is so funny.
And his pants were like a light khaki color, so I knew it was going to be all over. And so it's like, well, actually, I think I like got my period on you, and I'm so sorry. And he texted me back, and he was really nice about it. He's like, oh, it's okay. It's not your fault. Blah, blah.
Oh, that's nice that he took it well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
he was nice.
Oh, that's so good. He was nice. Yeah. Did you ever see him again?
Yes, we actually did go out again.
Okay, good. You know, I feel like as long as you got lucky and you got laid as a college guy, you're fine if you get a little blood on you.
I know. I feel like guys don't think it's as mortifying as we
do.
They
really don't.
Like, they really don't. However, when I read your story, Hannah, I was like, this is a lot of people's worst nightmares. Being a woman is eternally bleeding on the man you're trying to fuck.
Thinking you're wet when actually you're bloody happens all the time.
And the smell of it. Like, why does blood smell so, like, fucking bloody? It's just the worst
I have a
smell.
confession.
Yes.
Oh.
That's happened to me more than once.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah, you got to stop stargazing without putting a pad or tampon in, girl. You got to wrap that shit up.
Well, okay, so the other time, I don't think I was on my period. I think just something weird was happening. Like, I don't know what it was.
I got my cherry popped after like the 10th time of me having sex.
Is that possible?
Well, I think
so. It was like an explosion of blood when I was not on my period, and it was my cherry popping. And my boyfriend at the time was like, it was all over the place. It was all fucking over. His boxers were soaked.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So maybe it was that
well,
was
Hannah, what do you think it is? It sounds like you think it's something else.
I don't know what it is. I didn't even. It like wasn't a lot. I didn't even know until I got home, and it was all over my white Converse.
Your shoes,
actually,
wait, it like bled down to your shoes?
Well, so I was like on my, I don't even know how to describe it, but I was like on my back and my legs were like up in the air. So they were like all everywhere. I don't know how it happened.
You sound like a good time.
You're like the bloody date. The bloody girl.
Oh no.
This would be a great sequel to like the movie Teeth. You know, like I love that movie. It's like my favorite. I love it.
I've never watched it. But.
All right. Well, we'll discuss horror screenplays later with you. Lauren and I are going to produce it. Hannah, thank you so much for calling in. You're a great sport.
Thank you,
Very
guys.
Funny.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, so Lauren, you bled all over the guy's box. It was everywhere?
It was everywhere. And I didn't feel it like we were having sex. Nothing nothing felt weird inside me. But then I thought I was really wet. And then when he gets up, all underneath me is soaking red blood, and his boxers are red blood and
red.
Yeah. And that was it. I was like, wow.
What'd you say?
That must be my period.
Bless you.
No, I said that must have been my cherry popping, because it was only a couple times after. I didn't have like real sex, you know?
Right. Was he weirded out or
not at all?
Out? See, guys don't care as much.
I could have bled directly into his mouth, and I don't think he would have given a shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Power of the pussy.
That vampire makeout. All right. Next caller. Mandy's on the line.
Lauren, Naz, cuties.
Wait, can you tell us apart, Mandy?
Hi.
Can I tell you
Well,
what?
we're not talking yet.
Oh,
so.
yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who is this talking right now?
This is Naz.
Yes!
Sweet.
Love it. All right, so, Mandy, is it okay if we use your name?
Yes, of course.
Awesome, because I've already started recording. So, Mandy, I obviously know your story, but I'd love for you to tell it to Lauren and all of our listeners in, 2 to 5 minutes if you can.
Mandy.
Lauren.
Oh.
Wait, did you hear me?
No, you broke up.
Oh,
okay,
I was like, I already know your story, but I'm excited for you to tell Lauren and all of our listeners your story. And I was wondering if you can do it in like 2 to 5 minutes if possible.
Yeah.
Okay,
perfect.
awesome. Here we go. Tell us your horror story, your dating horror story.
Okay, so I was a junior in high school, and I got asked to a dance by this boy, and he kind of hit his like cool peak for like a month. And that happened to be when like people were running for student council. So anyways, he's the student body or the junior class president.
Oh, that's definitely some hot points there.
Right? Yeah. You're like, he's cool enough, So I get asked to the dance. I'm not super stoked about it, but I'm still going to be kind. I'm still going to go, I'll still be nice. And at our high school, they do like a day date during the day. And so you go and you do like an activity together. So maybe you go 4-wheeling, something like that. Well, this boy was weird enough that no one wanted him in his group. And I didn't really tell people that he had asked me because I wasn't super stoked about it.
Aww.
And so everyone was like, no, our group is full. Our group is full. It was so sad. I know. So then finally this group was like, yeah, you can come with us. We're going to go to the park and have a picnic. So
so cute.
I know. This is really cute that they made you do day dates.
So we get our group is going to meet us at 2:00. And my date is like, well, I'd like to get there a little early. I'm
Wait,
like,
can I just clarify one thing? The guy who was junior body president or whatever is the guy that no one wants in the group?
Correct.
Okay. I know that is kind of weird, right?
Because that doesn't make any sense. And then he asked you on the date and you said yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not going to say no. Yeah. If someone asks me on a date, I'm going to go on a date with them. I'll be kind. Yeah.
Okay.
So
wait, well, why? I am now intrigued as to why no one wanted him in a group. Because don't you have to be like voted in a SGA or student government?
Yes. Yeah. He literally hit his cool peak right around election time. Oh. And then I think he started like hanging out with people, and people were like, once they got to know him better, they were like, you're a little different. He just like.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah. So our group's going to meet at 2:00 at the park, and he's like, I want to go a little early. And I'm thinking that's a little weird, but okay, we can do that. So he comes to my house at 12:00, 2 hours early. And all we're doing for our day date is going to the park and having a picnic. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, we're going to be 2 hours early for this date, And so anyways, we get to the park. It's 90 degrees outside. It is so hot outside. Yes. And he like walks out, and I think he's realizing like, oh, this is a bad idea. We both just stand there, and he goes, so you want to go teeter-totter? I'm like, of course what else do I want to do? Of course I want to go teeter-totter.
It's like there's nothing fucking else to do. Can't go on the monkey bars, are too big.
Yeah, like we can stand on the ground and reach them. We go to the teeter-totter, and I to this day, can hear the sound of the teeter-totter.
Oh!
You know how, like, when one person weighs a little bit more, so then it's like, and hits, and then the other just kind of stuck at the top, and I, like, would never hit the ground, and we just, like, it was so hot, we just did it in silence for, like, 20 minutes. Like, we're like, okay.
That is the most awkward shit I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know. Yeah, and it was just so hot that I swear we were both getting heat stroke. So we just slowly just, like, kind of stopped communicating and just, like, he'd be like, do you want me to push you on the swings? I'm like, sure, sounds great. You know, we go over to the swings and he pushed me on the swings and then, like, just walk around this kid's playground. So, yeah, then our group meets up and these girls are like, we had no idea that you were in his group. We feel so bad. We've been swimming. Like, they'd all gone swimming at someone's house before.
Oh, damn. But they sounds nice and cool.
Sounds like high school.
For real. I'm like, oh, I hate all of you, but whatevs. So, yeah, it was, we, like, play Frisbee, have our picnic, and then we're going to meet back up at the dance. And we get to the dance, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have fun with the group, hang out with my friends. And this boy's like, oh, no. We need to go. Like, I came here early today. I set up decorations. I would like us to go, you know, appreciate all the decorations that people put so much time into putting up.
Wait, where? At the dance?
Yes, in the gym in the high school, like crepe paper.
Plastic. Guys, I think this is sweet.
So he wanted to go.
He's in student government. Aww. He wanted to go appreciate the decks.
I knew that would pull at your heartstrings, Naz.
I kind of think
doesn't pull at mine.
I think he's a little gay, but I'm into it.
So, yeah, it's like an art museum to him, I think. Like, each time he's like, and I put up the yellow tablecloth. I'm like, that's incredible. Good job. Like,
you're so nice.
The crepe paper, it took us a long time. I had to get on someone's shoulders. I'm like, wow, that is awesome.
I love you so much because this would have been me. Like, I would have just went through and made them feel like the king.
You know what? I for sure could have been nicer, but I definitely could have been meaner too. Mm-hmm. So take it for what it is. So then, yeah, we like spend probably 20 minutes walking around, observing all the beautiful crepe paper. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to like go hang out with my friends. I didn't ditch him, but like it's not uncommon for like the boys to kind of hang out and the girls go dance, you know?
Yeah.
And every slow song, I would like see him across the room and like it would like part ways and I see his face.
15.
This is so Pen 15.
Right? And then he's just like puts his finger up and summons like, come here. You know, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm just imagining a really nerdy looking guy.
I know. What does he look like? Can you describe his appearance?
I will. Yes. Like he looks like he's in sync in like 96. Like he has like super gel spiked hair.
He sounds hot as fuck. Did he have a chain around his neck?
Yeah, for sure. And a puka shell necklace.
Do you have a tall tee on?
No.
Do you have an earring?
Like 5'5". No, sorry, ladies. Only the gel hair.
Okay.
If you saw it, I don't think you'd be like, dang, he is attractive. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he summons for me to go like across every single slow song. He'd come find me and be like, are you ready? I'm like,
are you ready?
And it's
everybody.
It's like on Never Been Kissed. You know when like that girl dresses up as DNA at the end?
Yeah.
I don't have Ashley here to like quote the whole movie, but you know what I mean.
But she was hot as fuck. Let's be real. She was a hot DNA girl.
I'm talking about their dance. You remember how that like mean guy danced with her and it was like so serious? That's how I felt every time. He was like dead serious and would like dip me. And I'm just like making eye contact as I'm upside down with my friends like, hey.
You're so nice.
Oh my gosh.
But like he tried to dip you multiple times, right?
Oh, every song. Like turning me under his arm. Like if we were 90, it would have been the cutest thing you've ever seen. We were 17 though. You know?
Yeah. Oh man.
So then, and the whole day, really the whole month, I was like, I don't want to go to this dance. But I'm like, just do it, be nice, and then get over it, you know? And so then at the end of the dance, usually you go to someone's house, you watch a movie after, everyone hangs out. And so, like, our group tells us, yeah, we're going to go do that. And then he's like, actually, we both need to stay and clean up after, like, if you're on student council, you and your date stays and cleans up.
No.
We both? Like, he volunteers?
I'd have been like, I did not sign up for this. I got to date at Taco Bell.
Okay, you're making me feel better because that's when I was like, I'm bowing out. Like, I've been nice the whole day. And I think, like, the whole... I had heat stroke. I took one for the team.
You got dipped.
I got dipped more than twice, which is my limit. And so, like, I finally was like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I was going to tell you, I can't even go to the movie, like, with all of our friends after, so I can't stay and help clean up. My parents are so strict, which is true, so it works for me. And so I was like, I got to be home at 11. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll just take you home and come back and clean. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's
I felt
sweet.
bad. I felt bad, but it's like, I don't know. I'm
No,
17.
don't feel bad. You did the Lord's work that fucking day. You teeter-totter for 20 minutes in silence under the sun.
You're just building me up today.
That's a horror movie short film.
Yeah, it was.
But Mandy, thank you so much for calling in. This story was glorious.
Okay, I love you
also,
both
don't
so
feel that
much.
bad because at homecoming, I ditched my date completely
Lauren,
after
you
pictures.
fucking would.
Sorry. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Mandy.
Okay, bye.
Oh my God, Lauren, you would. You would.
A hot guy asked me, okay? And I was like so pumped.
Yeah.
And then the guy who wanted to ask me, who I ended up going with, asked the hot guy if he could bow out so the other guy could go with me. So he ruined my hot, fun date.
He cockblocked the shit
He
out of
cockblocked
you.
me. So
That's
yeah.
fucked up. I would have done the same. I'm not going to lie. I went to senior prom as a junior.
Okay.
But I went with the singer that was like my friend, and I kind of ditched him too.
See?
Yeah.
Sorry. High school. He lived in iron.
All right. Next caller. All right, guys. We got Kate on the line, who we know and love and have met at the meetups and is also a loyal I Don't Get It listener. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
Hello.
So, Kate, tell Lauren and our listeners your date horror story.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, when I was 19, I was home for the summer from college, and I met a guy at the gym, which should have been like my first red flag right there. And so we went to Pinkberry. We met up for a date at Pinkberry, like back when Pinkberry was the cool place to go to.
Yeah, Pinkberry was a spot, man.
Yeah. And so I grew up in a really small town. It's like a suburb of LA, but still really small and very conservative. So everything closes there at 8:00. Like you can't even go to a gas station after 8. And so Pinkberry's closing and we were still talking, like date was going fine. And so he asks if I want to go sit in his car and talk and listen to music. And I said, yeah, sure. Which again, red flag, like first date, don't know this guy. So around 10:30, we're still sitting in his car and a cop pulls up and asks what we're doing. And I thought nothing of it because, like, again, in such a small conservative town, like, you get a speeding ticket and, like, 8 cops pull you over. So
Jeez. That's so true. That's like Florida.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. We're hanging out, talking. He asks for our information, the cop. And I give it willingly because we're not doing anything wrong. And then the guy I was on the date with was so hesitant and sketchy about giving his information. And so the cop goes back to his car, and then a few minutes later, he comes back, and he's like, so are there any drugs in the car?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what? No? Like, so naive, like, you know, whatever.
Right.
Had never had a real boyfriend. And so my date says yes.
What a freaking idiot.
Who the fuck says, well, I guess he had to be honest. He's probably like, I'm fucked at this point. But what was going through your head when he said that?
I was flipping out because I was so squeaky clean then, like, so scared. I was like, this is the end of my world. Like, I'm going to prison right now. Like,
That's Ashley.
Yeah, that is Ashley. She freaked the fuck out.
So I'm panicking. The cop tells the guy to get out of the car. And I tell the cop, I'm like, I have a clean record. Like, I have no clue what's going on. Like, I'm on a first date with this guy. And the cop does some sobriety tests on this guy.
Uh-huh.
And the guy starts talking shit to the cop. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, can I cuss? I can cuss, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So then the cop comes around to the side of the car. The cop arrests him, like puts him in handcuffs, puts him in the car, and I'm freaking out. And the cop comes to my side of the car and he's like, are you parked nearby? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay, then I'm going to let you leave, but you need to be like, take this as a learning lesson. You need to be really careful who you hang out with.
God.
Can you imagine?
So what kind of drugs did he have? I mean, continue your story, but also, wow.
I know.
I have no idea. A couple days later, I got a ton of phone calls from him and I didn't answer. And he texted me saying how he had a warrant out for his arrest. He said for marijuana possession, but I feel like you're not going to have a warrant out for your arrest for that. Unless you're
he had pounds and pounds.
Yeah. And so he apologized and he's like, I really would like to make it up to you and try this again. And I was just like, nope.
You got arrested on our first date. What do you expect to happen?
What?
Oh, never again.
Too good. That's a really good bad first date.
That is good. I'm so glad they didn't like arrest you too, because a lot of times when you're in the same car, it's like you're tied together.
And that's what the cop said. He was like, if it was under your seat and like,
yeah, they would assume it was you.
I would assume it was terrifying. I didn't even think of that. Jesus, going on it, being single is such a fucking hazard.
In someone's house, just literally going anywhere with anyone.
But also, you know what I just picked up from this and learned? If I am on a date with someone I know and that happens, I'll be like, oh, this is my first date. I don't even know this person.
There you go.
Now we have an alibi.
I literally be like, I have no idea who the fuck he is.
Yes.
Bye.
A warrant for his arrest.
Oh my
okay,
God.
Sorry. Bye.
Kate.
Bye.
No, I was saying bye.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, question.
Kate, thank you so much for calling in and sharing that with us. It's crazy, man.
Of course.
Wow.
Right. We love you.
I don't know. That one's really good. I don't know if we can top it, but thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? I'm surprised that's never happened to you. I feel like that would happen to you,
funny.
Lauren.
Yeah, probably.
I would freak out, but Ashley would so freak out if that happened to her.
Yeah, she would. I mean, I'm just wondering why he said yes. Yes, like take me in, arrest me now.
Well, because if he lied and then they searched the car,
they don't have to search the car unless they smell drugs or like whatever.
Well, thank God I'm learning this now. I don't know the
you
protocol.
really gotta learn your rights, but also just don't do drugs.
Right. And if you do, don't hide them in your car on a first date. All right, our last caller. All right, guys, we got our final caller on the line for our Dating Horror Story Series podcast. She's going to remain anonymous. Go ahead and tell us your horror story.
Okay, so it does kind of like start out sad. My ex passed away last year in a motorcycle accident. So going through that rough time, I kind of reached out to an old friend of mine who we did have a falling out, but
we're so sorry, by the way.
Oh no, yeah, it was tough, but like kind of getting past it. But yeah, so she was a really good friend of mine, and we had a falling out, and we were hanging out one time, and she was like, "Hey, I have this guy. He's like totally your type. You should hang out with him." So, like, definitely not really looking to get into anything serious.
Yeah,
right.
But
of course
I was like, I was like, why not? Like, talk to someone, have someone tell me I'm pretty. So, yeah. Anyways, so it was kind of like a group setting. And we were at a bar, and we were really hitting it off. And he was definitely giving me those compliments I like. And so we ended up like making out that night, and it was pretty good. And then we exchanged numbers, and so we were kind of like talking, but he was literally like the driest texter in the world.
Okay.
Like you would have thought there was no interest there, but my friend was like, yeah, he asked about you, like, so he likes you. So one night she invites me over to her house, and he lives 2 doors down from her. So we kind of ended up at his place with like his roommates and a bunch of other people. And we were kind of like making googly eyes at each other. Okay. And so we like ended up like going out to a bar and like hanging out and like having some alcoholic beverages, and he got trashed, and we were making out, and it was literally like
the sloppiest thing in the whole world.
Ew.
Like
just wet.
Eating my face.
Ugh.
And I blame it on my own alcohol intake.
Okay, you're taking responsibility.
Well, no, not for the kissing part, because I'm great. But
for the record, Anonymous is great at kissing.
Yeah. So we ended up going back to his house, but like I really wasn't expecting anything, so I like wasn't prepared, and I was like, we're not having sex, but we're like making out in the bed, and like it doesn't go anywhere. We fall asleep, but like in the middle of the night, I'm still wearing pants because again I wasn't prepared. In the middle of the night, I wake up and I feel like this warmth spreading down the back of my leg. And I like roll across to the bed and I'm like hanging off the edge, like on the dry side. I'm like hanging off the edge and I'm like,
you're on the edge of glory.
I'm like, what just happened? And I kind of like kick him and he like wakes up.
You kicked him.
And he just like goes to the bathroom and gets in the shower and like doesn't say anything.
That is
and at
so
that point,
embarrassing.
Like we've been asleep for like it was. I mean, I would have been mortified if I was him.
Oh,
but
my gosh, she's like, let me just change the sheets real quick because I'm 4.
So I left. Like I was like,
wait, when he was in the shower, you left?
Yes, like I just didn't. He didn't say anything to me, so I just like walked out the door.
Yeah, you're not
like,
gonna sleep in that bed, so bye.
Oh my god, this is so awkward. Was your thigh sticky?
It was just like I was wearing jeans and it was just like warmth and wet, and then like I go outside and it's like immediately cold.
Yeah.
So he peed his pants. He peed in the bed.
Yeah, he like peed himself. I guess he was drunk enough. He peed himself in the bed. But like when I go to leave, I like get in my car and my battery is dead.
Oh no.
Your car battery?
Like, it's my car battery.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, I know I left his house door unlocked. I really don't want to go back in there. But luckily my friend did live 2 doors down and her phone was not on silent. So I called her and she, like sweet baby angel, came down the stairs
sweet baby
and gave me fresh clothes. And I like hosed myself down and slept on the couch. Aww. And I like, whenever we see each other, it's just really awkward.
So you haven't spoken of this moment, like actually?
No, like we've seen each other several times and it's just kind of like a deer in headlights. But
I can't believe he wouldn't just be like, let's just laugh. That happens to people when they're drunk, you know?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's never happened to me.
Embarrassing
for
him.
Never happened to me. Maybe I've thrown up and then slept on it, but definitely didn't be.
That is so insane.
Yeah.
Did you jump your car in the morning?
Yeah, no, I jumped my car in the morning.
Yeah,
but,
what happened with the car?
I did have to get a new battery, so that sucked. But like that was literally like my first like foray back into the dating world, and then I get peed on, and I was just like, you know, I'm not into this. I'm gonna hang off for a second.
Yeah, it's a little sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna cuddle with my dog who would never pee on me.
That's what these people don't fucking realize is like when we go through this shit, it's like you are now preventing me from like meeting someone of the opposite sex for months probably now.
Yeah.
This is why we don't fucking put makeup on. To get pissed on in bed.
And to not even like a sorry. Not even like, hey,
he's so embarrassed.
Not even a word.
He's so embarrassed.
I'm sorry. You fucking say something.
Yeah, I agree.
We got to get him on. And then who was the other guy I want to get on? There was another guy.
All these dudes. The arrested one.
All these fucking dudes suck. All right. Well, Anonymous, thank you so much for calling in and telling us your story.
No problem. I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
So, Lauren, there were literally so many good ones.
Those are all so good.
Are you proud of me?
I'm very
Those
proud
are good.
of you.
But you know what sucks is there were so many good ones. So, guys, it was really, really hard to pick. I just want to briefly mention like 4 other ones. But thank you to everyone that submitted. We'll probably definitely do a part 2 to all of our horror series.
Yeah.
But there was one girl that wrote in that this guy got so drunk on her date. I think he took like a drug or something, she thought. And he literally like fell asleep in his chicken parm, like across from her.
Oh, first date?
On a first date, like slurring his words.
Oh, he was probably nervous, took a Xanax, then had a glass of wine, boom, boom, you're dead.
And for the record, most of these emails said that all of these guys did not look like their photo. So there you go. Okay. That's like evidence exhibit A. Like if they don't look like their photo, like gear up, buckle up. Anyways, the next person that wrote in, she went on a date with a guy that did not look like his photo, who was constantly rating her.
What?
Like saying like, at moments of the date, he was like, oh, like you're a 7, or like that's something like a 10 would do.
God, so he's Nick.
Yeah. She went on a date with Nick Viall, basically. Another girl basically went on, remember when I went on that hiking date with the guy that I thought was gay? It was a little similar to this, but like she had to hike up twice, basically. Like it was fucking miserable. Like they were supposed to meet friends up there, and she was not even in hiking gear. Like she didn't even look at the address. It was miserable.
Never do hiking.
Basically, you're being held hostage if you go on a hiking date. And I don't think
also very dangerous.
100%. People get murdered out there.
You're going to get murdered.
And then there was someone else who, it was kind of simple, but I could totally be so pissed off if it was me. She basically, this guy convinced her to like go to the beach, and the beach was like, he's like, oh, like it's an hour away, but really it was like 2.5 hours away. And
so relatable.
She had to work at like 6:30 a.m. They got there at midnight. She didn't get home till 3:30 a.m. And it was a bad day. And like that reminded me of, remember when I went on a date with that guy that wanted to go go-kart racing, and then he got food poisoning.
Yes, and you just had no other option but to sit in that car.
Yeah, and they like, you don't know if they're fucking taking you to kill you.
Yeah, and you're like,
terrifying.
By the time I get there, I'm not going to be fun. Why am I? We should just turn around.
There's nothing worse than being stuck in a car with someone you've just met and someone you're not into. Anyways, that is our Dating Horror Stories podcast.
Tremendous work, everyone. Thank you. I hope you all go on first dates so we have content for years to come. We love you guys. Real quick little announcement. There seems to be some drums going down in the Facebook group that Lauren and I and Courtney and Ashley really just don't have time to deal with. So everyone, just be kind to one another. Maybe watch the Mr. Rogers documentary. Just don't. If you feel like clapping back at someone on there, just know that they probably like you're probably just there's miscommunication always. Probably.
Yeah, like we want you guys. We don't want to have to monitor posts. We want you guys to have fun, but like also if we're getting messages every day about someone being mean to someone else, it's like, come on, we're all fucking adults here.
Yeah,
ain't nobody got time for that. Also, follow me on Instagram at Naz Perez so I can get a good hosting job.
That's cute, Lauren AI, so I can get good clients.
All right, we love you guys. Subscribe. Bye.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.